world is coming to an end. Natural disasters are striking all around the world. Tsunamis, earthquakes, and volcanoes are bringing us to the verge of extinction. And we have to find a solution now.
I think climate change and our own actions have finally caught up to us.
Yes, it's traumatic.
So are you up for a new mission?
Do you mean going to Mars to see if it's a new possible home for us?
Yes, I think it's our only best option right now.
Then we need to get there as fast as possible. When do we get started?
Here's the data for creating the sinusoidal function representing the distance of Mars from the Sun. The maximum distance is 249 million kilometers. The minimum distance is 206 million kilometers. The period is 687 days, and the K value is 0.524. The amplitude is calculated by subtracting the minimum value from the maximum value and dividing it by 2, and the amplitude is equal to 21.5. The equation of axis is calculated by finding the average between the maximum and minimum values, and it's equal to 227.5.
In terms of this situation, the period represents how long it takes Mars to complete one revolution around the Sun. The repetition occurs every 687 days or one Martian year. The amplitude A represents the far distant closest distance Mars travels from the average distance. The equation of the axis C represents the average distance.
Based on this situation, the first question that arose is, if the astronaut wants to get to Mars from Earth as fast as possible, at what point should the astronaut leave Earth? And the answer is, according to our graph, Mars and Earth are closest together when Mars is at its closest point from the Sun and Earth is at its furthest point from the Sun.
Question number 2 is, how does the period of Mars and Earth compare? And what is the significance of the difference in the two periods? The answer is, for every cycle of Mars, the Earth completes about 2 cycles. Therefore, the ratio of their periods is about 1 to 2. This signifies that the seasons on Mars are 2 times longer than on Earth.
So question 3 is, how does the distance from the Sun affect the climate on Mars? Answer to question 3 is, when Mars is at its closest point to the Sun, its southern hemisphere points towards the Sun. This results in summer. However, the northern hemisphere experiences winter. When Mars is at its most distant point from the Sun, it experiences summer in the northern hemisphere and winter in the southern hemisphere.
The mission
Shall
Commence.